everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikki here and Happy New Year everyone. This is my first video for 2020 and I thought I would do a quick one all about planner pens. Lots of people join the planner communities at the beginning of the year because they want to be organised, and one of the questions I see all the time in all the groups is what are the best pens to use for planning. So I have a few favourites and I thought I would share them with you. Might save you a few dollars because you won't have to go and buy 20 zillion pens. There's just a couple here that I can't live without, and let's go through them quickly. Now, for many years, these two were my absolute favourite. The Stabilo 0.88, which is a fine 0.4, and the Stabilo Triplus Fine Liner. Most people know these, have seen these. They're easy to get. In Australia, I can get these at the supermarket if I need new ones, often at half price. So they were my favourite for such a long time. When I was in my Happy Planner, these were perfect because the paper quality is so good. Nothing really bleeds through. So I've been through lots of these, continually bought new ones because they were an absolute favourite, and they come in a wide variety of colours. So they're definitely two that are worth trying. Then, actually before I go on to that, then I changed my planning style. I decided to try the Hobonichi. Loved the idea of paper that I could watercolour on. Loved the size of this, so I thought. The thing is, there are so many pens that do not work nicely with this paper. So of course, when I got this little thing, I had to do some pen testing. And as you can see, did plenty of them. Now, I did find that ballpoints actually worked best, but I don't find them bold enough. I prefer a more felt pen style. So I discovered this little baby, which is the Sharpie pen. They have slightly changed this. I think they call it the Sharpie Art pen now. But if you have a look at this, there is a little bit of shadowing with all of them. Some of them are quite bad, but the Sharpie pen was the winner by far. And if you just have a look in my spreads, let's see, there's a whole list of things written down. Once you've put the next lot down, you can barely see the shadowing. So I can happily live with that. There was no bleed through. So the Sharpie pen was definitely the winner by far. Now, I also had a Pigma Micron, which I'd sort of never really used. But when I was playing in the weeks, sometimes I'd like to draw lines or boxes and things like that. Then this one is hard to beat. It's a 02, so it's very fine, but it is beautiful for drawing lines, you know, creating boxes, using to create, you know, little checklists with a stencil or something like that. I love the Pigma Micron. So that's one that is definitely worth adding to the collection. So as I mentioned, my all-time favourite now that I cannot live without is this Sharpie pen. It is fine point, it's not super fine, and unfortunately on the packaging it doesn't tell me exactly what the size is. But it comes in a multitude of colours. I buy the multi-pack from Officeworks. And so far now I have been, because in the multi-pack you get 2 black ones. So I have 2 black ones on the go. I have now been using them faithfully for virtually all year. Still have not used up those 2. So they are a worthy buy. They are beautiful to write with. I found the tips don't tend to go out of shape and blunten. I must admit with these, sometimes that does happen, so you have to throw them in the bin. But no, honestly, these are my absolute favourite. They write beautifully and they just keep on going with zero bleed through. But one thing I have found, when I have to write a lot, I actually prefer a ballpoint pen. So these used to be my favourite. The Papermate Ink Joys, I have them in every colour known to man and use them well. But then one day I was in Daiso and I saw these pens. Now, the reason they caught my eye was the fact that they come in a pack of 8. You get 4 gold coloured ones and 4 rose gold. So I had to buy them purely because they looked pretty. But honestly, for $2.80 for 8 pens, I can write for hours with these. Best thing is, there is never any of those nasty little ink blobs that you get a lot of the time with ballpoint pens. You can pick your pen up and start again. It writes so smooth and so perfectly. So there you go. Want yourself a bargain pen? Hop into Daiso. They don't always have them in stock. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. When they do, I always buy them because they are just the ultimate in cheap pens that work perfectly. So there we go. They're my favourites. I've used them successfully for years. Go and grab some of these. You really can't go wrong with them. And if you enjoyed this video and would love to see some more inspiration and crafty things, and I've got some good organisational videos planned for 2020, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see you here next time. And if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And until next time, take care. Bye.